The alternative for Germany is a party of extreme right-wing views. For example, the state of Thuringen is governed by a man named Björn Höcke, who is an outright fascist. He can also be called so by a German court. And so it is little wonder that such a person speaks in favor of a state that, in fact, meets all the signs of fascism. For example, Björn also said that Russia actually wants peace, and that it was forced into this war by the West, and so on. And that is why they are against sanctions, against supplying weapons. Such people perceive Russia as some kind of force that fights against Western imperialism. Distorting from this dogmatic anti-Americanism, they are ready to support any political force that somehow opposes the United States and NATO, and blame all these troubles of NATO expansion, or in general the West, not Putin. Also, it was nothing that even the ADG and the Sahra Wagenknecht Union, they both formally opposed the invasion too, saying that it violates international law and so on. However, they believe that it is not necessary to use any measures to punish Putin. So they are also categorically against sanctions, against the supply of weapons. And one more interesting point to consider. Here, for example, in Saxony, the Christian Democratic Union came in first place, and that is in fact a pro-Ukrainian party. Here they also criticize Chancellor Scholz, for example, for supplying Taurus cruise missiles to Ukraine. But here it is in the state of Saxony that the head of this party, well, the current Prime Minister of this state, Michael Kretschmann, he also lobbies against sanctions, opposed the delivery of tanks. And he too believes that supplying weapons only brings escalation. So we can say that this is just a very popular position among East Germans, that regardless of political ideology, a lot of people are in favor of agreeing with Russia that the West is more responsible for what is happening in Ukraine. Such issues are, of course, decided at the federal level, not in the state of Saxony or Thuringen, but the fact that parties with such a certain political ideology have gained a large number of votes in these states, they are indicated of the fact that at least in these states people are more in favor of pro-Russian views, oppose the supply of weapons in Ukraine and so on. And this could perhaps be taken in Berlin also as a signal that people are against the current policy support for Ukraine.